Alright, here I am again, out riding the little 300 Rally, kind of getting used to the bike. Been enjoying it. I took it on another 80-mile DS ride up to behind the Sandias back in the background there. Rode to the back towards the ski area. It's about an 80-mile round trip, and I forgot my recording camera. Go figure. I had my mount, but I didn't have a camera. But anyway, I wanted to kind of see how it performed on a back road, forest road that goes behind the Sandia Mountains over there. And I actually did, just like I thought it would. It's pretty good. I do like that the power is kind of mellow, so it doesn't get away from you too much on gravelly stuff. Rear tire stays pretty, gets a lot of traction. Again, the suspension is, you can't ride it really aggressive because it might just buck you off. It's just a pogo stick. But as far as the motor goes, the gearing on this bike is great. I love the gearing on it. It's got a really low first gear. I put on some flex bars. I think I had them on a couple weeks, and then I put on these Tusk levers. And I also put on these Tusk handguards. This came off of another bike, so kind of building it up little by little. I also just mounted this Moto Z Tractionator. I just put it on about 30 minutes ago. Kind of wanted to see how it performs versus the stock tire. And so far, when I was coming up here in the sand, it's a little sketchy too. I'm wondering if, more than anything, it's just the really soft suspension that makes the bike feel a little sketchy in sand and turning. I have a feeling that it could have a lot to do with the suspension too, because it's just not staying up in the stroke, and it kind of just sinks down and it pushes the front end. The front end doesn't really stick. But anyhow, I'll go for a little spin on it. There's a little bit of rocks here. A little bit of rocky terrain on this side. This is actually really close to my house. I just live down there and past that high school. Let's see. There's another guy driving around in a truck out there. This could be open space, but I don't know what's going on over here now. They're kind of letting people ride out here. I don't know how long that'll last. Let's see. Those and the rocks. Rocky. Yeah, it's pretty sandy here. I gotta get it. You have to get pretty aggressive in the sand to keep the front end straight. I did notice this back brake is pretty weak. Yeah, it's the suspension. You gotta watch your speed. You go a little too fast. It's on those rocks and stuff. That suspension it's good for going a little bit slower, and it's just fine. I think that's kind of the beauty of this bike. If you're a beginner rider, this is an excellent bike. I mean, it has, you don't need, you can use that plus suspension while you're learning, as long as you're not going fast. And then you can upgrade the suspension later and still have a really great bike. So this bike is pretty cool. I'm really liking it. That was second gear. It looks pretty good. There's people that hike on this trail, so I gotta be careful. I don't want to run over anybody. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all. I mean, you could still carry some speed on a underpowered bike, that's for sure. Still not confident with that front end, man. That tire is okay, but I wouldn't say it's really great. I'll try it for a while. Still gonna get another rear tire going, but yeah, I gotta get the suspension done on it. I think that's going to be the ticket. Again, though, this is a good bike for, I think, beginners and even an advanced rider. I mean, if you are looking to just do chill, dual sport type ride, you don't have to worry about riding wheelies over logs and water bars and crossings, and you're just kind of taking it easy. This is actually a really good bike. It's got a good fuel range. I mean, I'm getting 69 miles to the gallon on the dang thing. Reliable, it's really manageable, it's easy to handle, doesn't get out of control. Honda, you know, there's a lot of good videos on this bike. It's been out for a while, so there's a lot of information on this bike, and most of it is pretty accurate. But I have to say that some of the stuff I watched on YouTube prevented me from getting this bike, and I'm kind of bummed. I should have listened to my gut. I've been riding dirt bikes for 51 years, so I'm 60 years old, and I kind of sensed this would be a good bike. I thought it would be a good bike. You know, that sounds crazy, and you're going to say, oh yeah, you're nuts, but I don't know, you have a feeling about a bike sometimes, and this bike is actually turning out to be pretty good, and I'm excited to do some mods to it. But anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see if I get the suspension done on the next video. I don't think so. It's going to be a little while longer, but until then, thanks for watching. Ciao.